little bit about the World Cup and what are your opinions on Russia when it's able to show at the tournament?
I thought Russia played well. They, very close game against Canada, and it was well received over here in Canada. I think the hockey was excellent. Anytime you get the best players from every country, I think that the North American team caught a lot of attention with Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel. So I think that people were a little bit critical of that team, the way it was put together, but it ended up providing a lot of entertainment for everybody. Same with the European team. I think that any one of those countries by themselves is not going to be very competitive in that environment, and I think it was a great opportunity for the fans of those countries to see the group together with a competitive team, and they played very well and obviously very well coached by Ralph Kruger.
Как скаут, что он думает, кто его в сборной России больше всего удивил яркой игрой?
Would you just like a scout, what was your opinion about any particular players on the Russian team and who impressed you the most?
I didn't watch it closely enough. I wasn't at the games. I saw some on TV. I maybe saw 3 periods of the Russian team play, so I really didn't see it enough to give you a really good opinion.
16 straight wins for Team Canada in best on best. What makes the team so special?
They always seem to rise to the occasion on big moments and games, and there are a lot of guys that have that capability, but certainly led by Sidney Crosby, was playing at another level again this year in this tournament, and provided some unbelievable offense for Canada when they needed it.
How do you like North American kids and Connor McDavid?
Yeah, I think everybody was, was a little bit upset that the North American team lost out to the Russians in the tiebreaker, because the young kids were really had captured the curiosity of all the hockey fans. I mean, it's not a popular statement in Russia, but they were both 2-1, and it was a little bit unfortunate that they didn't go on, but good for Russia.
McDavid was the captain of that team. Will he be a captain in Oilers?
No, that's a question for the coach. I've always believed it's a coaching decision to name the captain. Todd McLellan's got a wealth of experience, and he'll make the right decision.
Уэйн Грецкий сказал несколько дней назад, что МакДэвид уже сейчас один из лучших игроков в истории НХЛ. Не слишком ли большой аванс?
Wayne Gretzky just said that McDavid is a very prominent player, and the question is, isn't it too early to say about that?
He said one of the best NHL players ever. Gretzky said about McDavid ever.
Isn't it too early to?
I don't think so. I mean, Wayne is smarter than all of us when it comes to hockey, so I would. Always defer to what he says. I mean, there are just always those generational players that are really ordained from a very young age they're that much better than everybody else, and it's unusual to be there to be that gap between the best player, the individual player, and the rest of the players of his age group. And when that gap is as big as it was with Connor McDavid, as it was with Wayne Gretzky, and as it was with Sidney Crosby, and as it was with Mario Lemieux, they generally turn out to be pretty good players. So I think that Wayne has a history of knowing what he's talking about.
In your opinion, does McDavid possess what it takes to be a captain of the team?
Oh, most definitely. I think that he shows an incredible amount of professionalism for a player of that age. Very conscientious to the people and the staff around him. Very respectful to the history of the game and the people in the game. And I think those are all, maybe not unique qualities, but they are somewhat unique in players of that age. And he's got a lot of a lot of great leadership qualities.
Edmonton now has a great new building.
Rico, you got all my rush. How you doing? Good, Good.
A great new building in Edmonton. We think it can host the next World Cup. That would be a great idea.
I think that's a great idea. That's, I think the building, people are just getting, well, the local people have seen the building, and most of the locals, hockey fans, have been in the building, but I think as the hockey world gets in there, they're going to really appreciate the quality of the building and the ability of Edmonton to host a world-class event like the World Cup.
So what about Yakimov and Slepyshev? What do you expect from them this upcoming
Yakimov?
season? Oh, yeah, he's
and
Yakupov.
Oh, Yakupov. Well, they're both young players, and every season holds, you know, different opportunity for young players to establish themselves. And both players are really looking to establish themselves as NHL star players. For Yak, for sure, and Anton Slepyshev is trying to establish himself as a day-to-day NHL player. I think they're both playing well so far through camp.
Yakimov didn't make it so far, at least in NHL.
So far, but he's back playing in
NHL.
Nesna counts. Yeah. Yak always tries to get me to be able to pronounce that correctly, but he's not having a lot of success. But time will tell. He's young. He got a little bit homesick. Send him back and see he can develop over there. It's a very good league, as you guys know.
What was the problem of Nikita Nikitin? He played pretty solid.
Where is he right now?
Omsk, Avangard.
Omsk?
Yeah.
Did he just sign there?
Yeah, he played a couple games already.
Yeah.
And scored a goal.
Yeah, did he?
He was pretty solid in Columbus. Just what was different, what was wrong in Edmonton?
It's hard to put your finger on why things don't work out. You know, it's you know, he never really got a lot of traction there to get in the lineup and stay in the lineup for a myriad of reasons. But you know, we wish him the best. I hope it works out for him in Omsk.
Если он едет, last question.
Okay.
Если он едет в Россию в командировку, значит ли это, что по-прежнему Россия интересна НХЛским клубам, молодым игрокам? И что думают о будущем, если российские клубы КХЛ и МХЛ будут играть в клубные серии, как раньше?
So if you're traveling to Russia, it means they're still interested in Russian players and to get them back, to get them in NHL. In your opinion, is the series between NHL and KHL players are still interesting for the world and for the spectators?
Yeah, I went to the KHL last year and watched games in St. Petersburg and watched games in Moscow, and you know, I really didn't realize prior to that just how passionate the fans were and how good the hockey was. And you know, it was you know, if you haven't seen it, sometimes you can think it's not as competitive as the game over here, but it is very competitive. You know, there's a lot of skill over there, and there are a lot of players. Panarin being one example of a player that can come over here and make a great difference on the team. So there are a lot of good players in the KHL, and it's an entertaining brand of hockey, and I would say it's the second best league in the world.
Thank you.
All right.